Fade in. Narrator, VO.
In the shadowy lecture halls of Tehran, a quiet revolution began not with banners or shouts, but with the scratch of chalk against a blackboard. Behind the equations stood a teenage girl, her eyes tracing patterns across the infinite planes of geometry. She was told the walls were impenetrable, the doors closed to her kind.
In Iran, mathematics was a battleground, and the warriors were almost always men.
This is the story of Maryam Mirzakhani, the woman who reshaped the geometry of the universe and in doing so, shattered centuries of exclusion.
Cut to 1994 Iran. Growing up during the chaos of revolution and war, Maryam was no stranger to uncertainty. Bombs sometimes fell near her childhood home, hope flickered in the evenings, worn thin as candlelight.
But inside the Mirzakhani house, stories thrived of adventurous girls, of scientists who unlocked nature's mysteries. Maryam devoured books and, with her older brother, solved puzzles that stretched the imagination.
School teacher, VO. She was quiet, almost invisible in class until the math problems started.
Then something lit behind her eyes.
Narrator, VO. Iran's conservative society did not encourage girls to pursue mathematics. Early on, Mirzakhani failed an entrance exam for a special math school. Most would give up.
Instead, she studied harder. A year later, she passed at the top. By high school, she became obsessed with the International Mathematical Olympiad, a contest so challenging most adults balk at its questions.
Mirzakhani trained relentlessly.
Tears and frustration mixed with flashes of inspiration. In 1994, she made history as the first Iranian female gold medalist. The next year, she broke her own record, achieving a perfect score, and marking herself as a prodigy destined to alter the field forever. Her journey was just beginning. Maryam's ambition led her from Iran to Harvard University, where loneliness became her constant companion.
She found herself isolated by language, culture, and the unconscious biases of a male-dominated academia.
Even among brilliant minds, her insights rooted in visual intuition were called unconventional, even impossible.
But Mirzakhani saw mathematics differently.
Where others saw cold symbols, she painted vivid landscapes in her mind. She wandered through moduli spaces, complex surfaces twisted into impossible shapes, studying the trajectories of billiard balls on infinite tables.
Her research asked questions that no one else dared, to understand the hidden order in chaos, the secret symmetry beneath disorder. Breakthrough arrived after sleepless nights, patient wandering through mathematical labyrinths. Mirzakhani used tools from topology, geometry, and dynamics and merged them to solve the decades-old mystery of how curved surfaces behave in space. Mathematicians gasped, her insights linked far-flung fields and opened new frontiers. She was awarded the Fields Medal, the Nobel Prize of Mathematics. She was the first, and only, woman in history to hold that honor. But her triumphs were not untouched by sorrow. As the world celebrated, Maryam quietly fought a battle with breast cancer. It recurred and spread, just as her mathematical fame soared. Friends and colleagues recall the serenity in her smile, the gentleness with which she spoke, even as her body weakened. She kept dreaming, exploring, guiding new generations, believing each question was an adventure yet to unfold. Narrator, VO.
Maryam Mirzakhani died at just 40, a genius extinguished too soon. But the world she unveiled live on, dazzling, infinite. She taught us that real breakthroughs are not measured just by medals or equations, but by the courage to seek beauty in chaos, to break open the doors braced shut by centuries of doubt.
Cut to young girl solving math problems. Somewhere